Hey guys, what is going on? Welcome back to another episode here of Resonant Rise with Snoresby, episode number 22. At the moment here, you can see I'm charging up my my pickaxe here in the energetic infuser, and I'm also recharging my, well, I was recharging my suit. I don't know why it's not, well, it says it's full, so I don't know. But yeah, that's recharging. So, in between this episode and the last one, I've just been doing a few little maintenance things, like I've got the Enderman farm going here because we're getting a few more Ender Pearls so that we can keep refueling things. I've also put a cow safari net. I don't know whether I've got it here still. Yes, see, it's got cow in the safari net. I've gone and run that in the spawner for a little bit as well, just so we can get a bit of leather and some steaks and stuff like that. But the aim for this episode, I think, will be, we're going to set up some smelting for all of these ores. Now, if I type this in, we have a lot of unprocessed ore in our system, and I want to do something about that. So I think today what we're going to do is figure out the best methods for processing all of these different ores in here. Now, we're getting a lot of different ones from the Twilight Forest, like this deep iron ore and this infuser coil ore. I don't even know how you pronounce that, but yeah, that's what we're going to aim for today. And if we run out of time, what we're also going to do is set up some auto crafting methods, say for recipes where you need to smelt something. So let me just grab something like a processor. See, the recipe for this requires you to smelt a basic processor. Well, we're going to set up a method for automating that, which will be cool. So hopefully you guys are keen for this episode. I am. So if you go grab yourself a snack, pause the video, whatever, come back and we'll get started. Okay, so the first step I think we're going to do with here is, if we grab our ores again, we're going to deal with the more commonly used ores like coal and redstone and manganese and all these ones. So let's just grab a few of these of each type that we're going to probably start working on just at the moment. Grab some of those. Actually, probably need, we don't even need that many. Yellowite, no. So many just random ores that I don't know what we're going to do with to start off with here. Uranium, carmite, I don't know how you'd pronounce that. Sapphires, we'll deal with those. Rubies, we'll deal with those. Blue topaz, yeah, we'll deal with those. What else is there? Certus quartz, aramite, lapis for sure. Let's keep scrolling down here. Cinnabar. All these different ores here getting collected. Oh, that's a different silver ore. Not sure. Maybe that one's just in the Twilight Forest. That's the one I'm looking for. Bauxite. That might be, yeah, emeralds as well. Wait, why is there a different tin ore? This is weird. All these different ores popping up. And forestry copper ore? That is strange. Anyways, that should do us to start off with now. I also want to grab, see if we got any chests in here. Let's grab these three. Because we'll sort these all into different into different chests depending on what we want to do with them. So let's craft up a few signs really quickly so we can label these. So I dare say there'll probably be more than 3 different ways we're going to go about doing this, but we'll see. So grab this sign. Whoops. Okay, so let's quickly look. So coal ore, what we can do with that is use a sag mill to get 3 guaranteed, and then we've got a less than 1% chance to get diamond. Interesting. Coal powder as well. Cobblestone a chance. Hollow smelter, not really good. Richard chamber just doubles it. I think that's the thing. If the sag mill, I think, is going to be a good idea. So let's label this one sag mill. Well, I don't know if that's one or more. Let's edit this again. Pretty sure it's got 2 L's. If not, I'm going to look silly. Let's have a look here. Yes, 2 L's. Okay, so I think we're going to do that with the coal. So let's have a look now at the redstone. Yes, uses. Carmite reactor. Yeah, Carmenite. I have no idea what that is. I'm going to have to look into that. 6 through a pulverizer, and you get the cinnabar, which is probably not a bad idea. So let's keep that in mind. So if you use sand in an induction smelter, you get 9, and some rich slag with a better percentage, which is the same thing pretty much as the other. What was it? When we put it through the pulverizer, the cinnabar. It's pretty much the same thing. That might not be a bad idea. Lacerator, yeah, just 1. Slag furnace, not good. 12 in the enrichment chamber. Well, we do get a lot of redstone as it is. I don't know whether we need quite that much when we process it. And silicon, that's a good chance to get silicon. We might go with the induction smelter, I think, with sand. So let's just do this. That'll be close enough. So I'm going to go through and do these for all of these. You guys probably don't need to see the full process. This is pretty much what I'm doing. So yeah, I'll probably come back once I've figured out the best plan of attack for all of these different ores. Okay, so I've got a few chests here now, all sort of got different labels and stuff on them, so that one's got nothing in it. I don't know why I kept that. So this one's going to be in the enrichment chamber. We're going to use the manganese in there and the lapis. So if you look at the, where is it? Enrichment chamber, we get 12 lapis for that, so I'm pretty happy with that. Through the pulverizer, I did decide to put the redstone through there because we definitely need a supply of cinnabar, although while I was looking for different recipes for cinnabar, what you can do is get this cinnabar ore from Thorncraft and inject it with, okay, I'm going to pronounce this wrong, Gelid Cryothium. Wow, butchered that. But you can do that and you can get cinnabar like that as well. And we might look into that because it looks like an interesting sort of crafting recipe. But anyway, let's keep moving on. So that's what we're going to do with the redstone. Sag mill, we've got the coal and the bauxite. Induction smelter with the cinnabar that we're going to create. We're going to put the ferrous ore through there because it's rare, and also the dark iron because it is also rare. Now this last chest is called Lucky, question mark, and if you look here, I have my Lucky Illumite hammer here, and I wanted to test a few of these things out. So if we look at the best recipe to process this, it's only to double it. Now I don't know about this, but this is why I'm going to test it. So let's just get 9 of these real quick. 9 of each of these, I guess. Those 2 will start. I'll just demonstrate it. But what I'm going to do is actually test whether or not I can get better than double using my lucky pick. Now, I'm not sure about this. I think in Darkcraft you can get better than Fortune 3. I think you can get Fortune 4 or Fortune 5. I'm not sure. Don't quote me on that. But we'll see how this goes. So technically, if we get more than 18 emeralds out of this, we are going to use our hammer here. So 18. Seems about the same. I might do another test on that to see how we go. Grab another 18 of those. 9 of those. See how we go. Knock these guys down. So this will be a thing, like I'll have to test all of the different ores there. So I should have about 30. There we go. See, definitely more than 18 on that. So I dare say we're going to be using our hammer on our emeralds because we want as many of those as we can get. Let's try the Certus quartz. We might grab another lot here just in case the first test fails. But I dare say if we look at the recipe for this, the uses, sorry, best is if we get 2 Certus quartz dust, gems, and some, like only a 10% for dust, and that's pretty horrible. I think we can get definitely a lot better using our lucky hammer here. So let's plonk these guys down. Are you ready? Alright, yes. See, we got 24 of the gems and 20 dust. I think that is definitely a better way of processing that. So I think that's the plan for those. So I'm going to go ahead and test all of these ones in here and see which is actually better using our hammer. And I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, so I tested all of these different ores here, and it's definitely all of those are worth using our lucky hammer on. But I don't want to have to do this manually, and I think I've come up with not a bad idea. So as you can see, I'm smelting up some cobalt now, and I'm going to make myself a new pick. Now, what this pick has to have is it has to be full luck, which shouldn't be too hard to get. We have definitely got a lot of lapis. Yes, 626 of it plus 105 ore. So it's got to have full luck. It's also got to be relatively quick because it's going to be like a sort of a mini machine. And it also has to have good durability, so I don't have to keep fixing it. So I'm going to come up with a design here for one of those in a minute. And I'll come back once I figure out just what sort of components I want for my new pickaxe. Okay, I've gone ahead and changed my mind. We're not going to use cobalt now. Instead, what we're going to use, because we do have extra Tinker's construct or something like that, it allows you to use all of the ores from, see, extra TIC. It allows you to use the different metals, I guess, that are spawned in with Resonant Rise as well. So what we're going to use for the pickaxe head and the handle is Tartarite. Now, to get this stuff, what you have to do is make Tartarite dust, which is simply adamantine dust and altruis dust. And I'm pretty sure, let's have a quick look in here. Adamantine, awesome. Let's make a whole heap of this stuff. And altruis dust, no. Atlaris, that's it. So let's get a few of these going. I think we can just do this straight in the smeltery, which will be handy for what we want to do. So nothing's in there. Sweet, just plonk those guys straight in. Take these back off again and get our things sorted. Where did the other clock go? Surely it didn't. Oh, there it goes. Oh, you have a whole heap of aluminium in there. Nice, I didn't even know. Okay, so let's get our tool rod casting and our pickaxe head in there. Hopefully these will smelt up nice and quick here. And it is getting nighttime, so I probably will sleep real quick. But yeah, in the meantime, we're going to make our paper handle. So let's grab some paper out of here. Ooh, one piece, just enough. Where is our tool station? Nope, that's not the one. Art builder, yes, this is it. So plonk that guy in there, and like so. Paper binding, awesome. So I can put that away, and probably that one as well. Meanwhile, that should be, yep, that should be all melted up. Is it Tartarite? Awesome. Okay, so we'll make the head and the handle at the same time here. Ooh. Things are getting framey. I'll be back in a second once I fix this. Okay, fixed it. I wasn't in full screen. Whoops. You can see that Tartarite tool rod and pickaxe head are done, and we've still got heaps left over in there, which will be good for fixing it up down the track. So let's go ahead and fix this back up here. Put all our ingot casts back down. Even though we hardly ever use this thing anymore, it's always good to just make sure it's all the same. Go put all this aluminium away in our ME system. Also put the cobalt away. So let's go ahead and build our new pickaxe now. Before we do, let's go grab some modifiers. Let me just put some gravel in there. I've had to make some more flint because of our processing downstairs. But that's something else. So what modifiers do we want? We definitely want to get some lapis onto this. Oops, wrong search bar. Lapis. We need, I think it's 45 blocks, something like that. So let's go ahead and, I don't want to shift click and accidentally get way too many. So we'll get 45 of these. And then we're also going to put on a diamond and an emerald to get our durability up way high. 2, 3, 4, 5. Awesome. 5 if I could count. So 1 emerald and 1 diamond. Wow, we have a lot of diamonds. 316. I did not even realize. Awesome. Okay, so that stuff's. Oh, we have an issue. That's fine. Whatever. Should be right. Okay, tool station. So we'll go this. We'll call this one Lucky Machine Pick. Because this is going in a machine. This is not one of the I'm going to use. So grab that. Whoops, didn't want to throw him on the ground. Chuck him in there, and we'll put luck all over him to start off with. So we'll plow through this. This might take a little while. I might cut and come back once this has been done. Luck is on there, so put the emerald on for our. Actually, put the diamond on first for our extra 500, and then we're going to put our emerald on. So look at the durability, 14,250 uses. that should not get used anytime soon, I don't think. Plus mining speed of 14 and mining level of 7. I think that's pretty good for what we're going to use this for. You could go ahead, so we do have one more modifier. We could put moss on there, but I did some testing in my test world here and it didn't make much of a difference. Also, I don't know what the go is with the obsidian plates. I know you could put those on, but whenever I do, it seems to pop it off again, and I don't know why. And we could put speed, but realistically, I don't think we need it, so I probably didn't even need the paper handle. We could have got super durability, but oh well. Okay, so that part of the build's done, which is sweet. What we'll do now is I'll make myself an autonomous activator. Grab one of those. Also, we're going to need a redstone clock, so have we got any... No, we'll just make some real quick. A stick. Awesome, and then quickly craft ourselves a redstone clock. Oops, I want to shift click that. Awesome. We need a block placer. Yes, that's the one. Hopefully we got a piston there. Yes, we do. That should be it for just now. I'll quickly go through the build. We'll do it downstairs. We'll just take some ore and stuff with us as well so we can test it. We'll just use our emerald. And we'll also take... Oh, one thing I did forget is we need a chest. We'll just use this one over here. Come here. And we'll also need another vacuum hopper. So, craft one of these bad boys up as well. Oh, we need a normal hopper. Should get around to crafting these. Auto-crafting these, sorry. One of those. Alright, that should get our stuff done like so. And have we got a tank at all? Because this actually produces liquid XP. This is actually pretty cool. So I'll just craft one of these up and use it as an example. Okay, so let's go downstairs. Come on. There we go. Oh, there, finally. Those blocks, the one thing about them is they're nice, but they're sort of hard to get onto when you start moving around really quickly. Okay, so I'll build this. Actually, we won't build it down here. It's too loud. Go up in here, just to demonstrate, and then I'll move it somewhere a bit nicer. So, let's get our autonomous activator. Where did it go? I probably crafted it and didn't even pick it up. That was pretty silly. Okay, there we go. There it is. So, let's go back upstairs. Come on, there we go. So, I'll place this guy down. Then we'll put... Oh, we need a lever. Have I got one? Probably not. Oops, too far. There we go. Lever. Yes, lucky we've got one. Also, we're going to have to do something about those miniature heart things there in a later episode, that's for sure. So put that guy there. Then we're going to want to put just a temporary block down. Like so. Oh, we'll turn that off as well. We don't want it doing anything just at the moment. Block placer there. Actually, this won't work here. So like so. And then we want our redstone clock touching our block placer. So whenever this thing ticks, it'll place a block, which is handy. Actually, let me just think about this really quickly. Yeah, we'll just place... Oops, I didn't want to break them both. Oh well. Is it going to face the right way? No, it's not. Let's try this again without failing this time. Nope. Okay, you have to be facing the right way when you place it, I guess. Okay, that's got it. So then we're going to make this thing ignoring redstone signal. So we'll place our lucky pick in there, set it to left click, first slot only, and that should be fine. So then we'll grab our vacuum hopper, place it down next to what we're digging up. Then put our chest this side, tank on top. Doesn't really matter which way you put it, but then you go orient the item outputs to this side, and then the XP outputs to that side. Okay, that lines up fine. Then you place your emerald ore in, and okay, where did it place the emerald ore? What are you doing? I don't know what's going on. Is this thing not ticking properly? I don't know. Let me figure out what's going on here and I'll be back. Okay, I replaced the block placer with another autonomous activator. I don't know what was going wrong there because in my test it was working perfectly well in my test world. But this should do the trick. So if we plonk our emerald ore in and turn them on, so what it'll do is it'll place it and then it uses a... Ooh, I don't know why it's glitching out like that with the diamonds. Usually it, because the vacuum hopper is trying to suck it in. But it's using the pickaxe in the bottom autonomous activator to break the block, and then the vacuum hopper is sucking the emeralds in. And you can actually see we're also generating some XP juice doing this, which is handy because that'll as well as our berries. This will also be like a good supply of XP, I guess. But yeah, you can see it goes ahead and produces emeralds. So it's not exactly because it's only Fortune 3. It's not doubling them exactly every time. But I don't know whether or not it reduces it in the activator. Let me just quickly do this as a test as well, just to end the episode. I don't know what time we're at. I think we're pretty close to wrapping up for now. So this will continue on in the next episode. So where is our emerald ore? Is there any left in here? No, there's not. Alright, we'll get 9 of those just to keep the tests consistent. Let me quickly check where we are at the timing on this episode and I'll be back. Okay, we are way over time, but I'll just finish this test off and we'll wrap it up. So, okay. Alright, oh, zombie, go away. So it seems like the activator is actually reducing the effect of the pick, which is interesting. I don't know whether that's exactly what's happened every time, but yeah, I'll look into that between this episode and the next one. So hopefully you guys have enjoyed this part 1 of our sort of fixing all this stuff up. I'll probably do a little bit in between this episode and next so it doesn't drag on for too long. So hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, click that like button. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you haven't already to keep up to date with all the videos that are coming out. My name's Snorsby. Thanks again, guys. I'll see you in the next episode.